Governor Newsom is talking about the recall election. Let's listen in. We understand that he's live now.
Tonight here in the state of California. But no is not the only thing that was expressed tonight. I want to focus on what we said yes to as a state. We said yes to science. We said yes to vaccines. We said yes to ending this pandemic. We said yes to people's right to vote without fear of fake fraud or voter suppression. We said yes to women's fundamental constitutional right to decide for herself what she does with her body and her fate and future. We said yes to diversity. We said yes to inclusion. We said yes to pluralism. We said yes to all those things that we hold dear as Californians, and I would argue as Americans: economic justice, social justice, racial justice, environmental justice, our values where California's made so much progress. All of those things were on the ballot this evening. And so I'm humbled and grateful to the millions and millions of Californians that exercised their fundamental right to vote and express themselves so overwhelmingly by rejecting the division, by rejecting the cynicism, by rejecting so much of the negativity that's defined our politics in this country over the course of so many years. And I just think of our kids watching all of this. Nightly news, day in and day out. And I just wonder, I've got 4 young kids. Oldest about to turn 12 this weekend. And what they're growing up to. In a world where we're so divided, these kids increasingly fearful, isolated, disconnected. And we're teaching them that. And it doesn't have to be that way. I think we owe our kids a deeper sense of respect, and all of us as adults a responsibility to disregard this false separateness. We're so much more in common as a state and a nation than we give ourselves credit for. I've been all over the state of California over the last many years, but notably the last 9 months. Conservative parts of the state, progressive parts of the state, folks that I know were going to vote no, and folks that I knew were going to vote yes on this recall, and turned out to do just that. But one thing that's universal: everybody wants to be respected. Everyone wants to feel some connection to one another. We all certainly in this pandemic want to feel safe, protected. And those are universal values. And I think about just in the last, few days, and the former president put out saying this election was rigged. Democracy is not a football. You don't throw it around. It's more like antique vase. You can drop it and smash it in a million different pieces. And that's what we're capable of doing if we don't stand up to meet the moment and push back. I said this many, many times on the campaign trail. We may have defeated Trump, but Trumpism is not dead in this country. The big lie, the January 6th insurrection, all the voting suppression efforts that are happening all across this country, what's happening, the assault on fundamental rights, constitutionally protected rights of women and girls. It's a remarkable moment in our nation's history. But I'm reminded of something, a few decades ago someone told me when describing a difficult and challenging moment. Said, "The world is too small, our time is too short, and our wisdom is too limited to win fleeting victories at other people's expenses." And he went on to say, "We must all triumph together." So in that spirit of recognizing and reconciling this moment, in trying to understand what's going on, not just here in this state, but all across the United States of America, I just want to say this. Tonight, I'm humbled, grateful, but resolved in the spirit of my political hero, Robert Kennedy, to make more gentle the life of this world. Thank you all very much, and thank you to 40 million Americans, 40 million Californians, and thank you for rejecting this recall. Good night, everybody.
Not even an hour after the polls close, Governor Newsom says he is humbled and grateful to support those supporters. He is the projected winner, if you will. CBS News projects that the no vote will win the California recall election, meaning Governor Gavin Newsom will remain in office. And as you just saw him there live, 59% reporting, 67% voting no. And as we talked with earlier, the statistics were just too great. Even though it's less than an hour since the polls closed, the effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom has been thwarted because of the statistics and the numbers that have occurred. The governor went on to say a vote for him, a vote to no is a vote yes to vaccines and mask mandates. Again, there will be no victory party, he says tonight, but he is humbled and grateful to the supporters as, once again, CBS News projects that the no vote will win the California recall election, meaning that Governor Gavin Newsom will remain in office. And of course, the governor, polled over the summer, indicated the recall race was very close among likely voters. But as the days went on, momentum on Newsom's side, with the Delta variant raging as well. A CBS poll from early August showed the race close with pro-recall enthusiasm. But as mentioned, the Delta variant raged and polls started moving towards Newsom. And that's where we are tonight. Election night here in California. CBS News projects that Governor Gavin Newsom is going to be the winner, projects that the no vote will win the California recall election, meaning that Governor Gavin Newsom will remain in office. The COVID lockdown, along with the dinner at French Laundry, may have spurred the recall, but Delta may have pushed the governor over the top with that response to COVID-19. Now, polling over the summer, CBS News reports internal Republican polls even showed the no vote leading anywhere from 8 to 16 points. Newsom, of course, made the COVID-19 response a center of his campaign tonight. He said that he was humbled and grateful to those supporters that supported him through this effort. And he says that, or actually, CBS News has said that they project that the no vote will win the California recall election.